You know what? I'm not even going to talk about what's happening for the first time ever. You have to be a fan of this show to know what's going on. It is the Yeah Come On Show 124. Lot going on, lot happening in the world. I am Southside Steve, your host. That is my co-host, Brett Barney, and our co-host, Brando. And we'll get right into it on Yeah Come On 124. I will let you know that we're going to try to cover a little bit of my birthday because I like to, and both you guys were at my party. I'd like to cover March Madness, well, because it's this effing weekend. And we've got some fun stuff like food that burns your mouth, selling shit on Facebook Marketplace, and joining a country club, and first year anniversary. And I think that would be advice for one Brett Barney. But right now, the biggest thing to talk about is the slap heard around the world. That's right. We're talking bitch slap. I have played bitch slap trivia. I have played it with famous people. I've played it with professional football players. And to this day, my jaw pops because of one Patrick Kearney, former Atlanta Falcon and Seattle Seahawk, now residing in Seattle. He knocked the crap out of me because I knocked the crap out of him. And slaps are no joke. They can hurt, especially if you pop the ear a little bit. It's an ear ringing bum 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 type of situation. And it's illegal, and I guess unless you say it's okay. Am I right, boys?
I would think that like it would count as assault, right?
Oh, it has to be assault. Unless you're like one of those Russian people in the slap contest, like the slap championship.
That's the sport, Brett. We respect sport around here.
So there is sport, there is radio, which we did on Southside and Rhodes on 96 Rock. We thought that was funny to play bitch slap trivia. Stupidest thing we ever did. I feared the game only because you just never knew how hard somebody was going to hit you, or did they close their hand a little bit? Also, slaps are a way to get a duel started, whether you do it barehanded or with a glove.
I think I'm a big glove guy. Whenever I want to start a duel, you know, if someone's challenging my honor or whatever, I'll slip the glove off and hit him with it.
No, solid leather mitten, extra padding. I mean, bring the heat.
You're gonna hit them with your own hand? No.
The
you
mitten.
Take it off and
the mitten. You take it off. And
the
you
mitten.
hit them.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I like mitten slaps. That started many a fight around the old snowman with little kids up north. And then you got the work glove slap, which occasionally, when you're passing a work scene where people look like they're standing more than they're working, you know, as they wave you past or hold you up, you see some people bitch slapping each other. I mean, there's fights. I think it's something that goes on more than we know, but does it go on with the largest, award ceremony our country knows? I don't know how many millions were watching. I hope not as many as they hoped, just because I'm over Hollywood and their shit.
More after the slap, that's for sure.
Yeah,
No,
but now it benefits Chris Rock. We'll get into that too. First off, you heard $100 tickets. We're going for 400 now. I'm reading it's 800. If Chris Rock can benefit financially for being proper, fine. There's also what I want to cover with you guys, and we'll get started. First off, did he have the right? Secondly, I heard something on Facebook that I think has some merit. Look at his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Is she a beta? Does she beat down her man? Does she make him feel inferior that he has to do something like this to try to earn the love back? We know they got some kind of open season relationship. Then they get back, then they're open season. Did he act out because of the look she gave, trying to prove himself as a man? We all see him as a man in motion pictures. What is he like at home? And thirdly, should Chris Rock be tacky and sue, or do you walk away like a gentleman?
Okay.
Evan, you got this. You go.
Yeah,
You,
all right,
you
okay,
let it rip,
so-
and then I'll come in right behind you.
All right. So yeah, I think that what probably happened is Will Smith was like, okay, that's kind of a lame joke, whatever. And then his wife was like, well, I don't like that so much. And Will Smith was like, yeah, you're right. That was bad. And then he, of course, is like, he's had this whole press circuit of people like just making fun of him and his open relationship because other dudes bang his wife all the time, which, like, hey man, if you're in an open relationship, go for it. But like, it makes it seem, from what I've seen, like it's mostly like a one-sided thing. Like mostly Will Smith is not banging other women. Mostly other dudes are just running train on Jada Pinkett Smith. So I think, you know, that's like where his press tour starts, is like an interviewer being like, so other dudes are screwing your wife, right? And it ends with him slapping Chris Rock. It escalates to that.
All right, fair enough. So you're saying that it's just building up. He's tired of it, and maybe
Yeah.
is he trying to win her back and put a stop to this freeway on her box, or is he trying
Oh.
to, or
What a
or,
great way
or
to put it.
yeah, or is he just frustrated and took it out on Rock?
That's a good question. Maybe she made some snide comment like, well, Jason would have done that, or Jeremy would have defended my honor.
Or Tupac would be whipping out a gun.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that meme. That was funny. And I forgot that she dated that dude before,
Mhm.
his dismissal. So who knows? I don't think it's a work. Do you guys
You don't think it's a work?
Oh, I'm riding that train. It's fake. I think the whole thing was, I don't know if it was set up, but I think it's all bullshit. I don't think that it was real. I think it was something that they had planned. Chris Rock, I mean, have you guys ever had somebody take a swing at you and you just leave your hands and don't really try and move? I mean, I know people are like, "Oh, it was so fast, dude. You have time to react." Like
that dude had to
don't
walk
go
up an
with
entire stage. What did
you saw something coming.
Did you think he was gonna like hug you? Like, come on, man.
Well,
I mean-
here's what I think. You think he's going to give you a baby slap.
Yeah.
You think it's kind of like I do that thing where I'm like, let me see your hand. And then I slap the top of people's hands saying,
Mhm.
you knew better. That's a little fun Southside Steve thing.
Mhm.
But I think in that instance, I think he leaned out his jaw because he thought he was just going to give him a little slap and give him like a little, do you stop it? Had he done that, the crowd would have laughed. Everybody would have laughed. There'd been no issue. Instead, he got popped. I don't
It's
think
an
he saw the
incident.
pop coming. That's what I think.
Is
Do you
this the most disrespectful thing you can do to another man? Slap him in the face?
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
I mean, outside
It's
of
worse.
banging their wife?
No, I think pantsing him would have been worse.
That would have been epic.
If he just
No,
got up and was like, "Nick."
Yeah. Had he turned him around and rammed his underwear up his butt in a tuxedo, yes, that would have been the worst. If he just took him and grabbed his underwear and went, yoink, and walked off stage, that is the only thing worse than a slap.
Yeah. Personally, I think someone should be slapped at the Oscars every year. Just like one person.
Well, it would make it more interesting. I hope the Oscars fell. Here's the bad part, and we can talk about this is where everybody's screwed up. He gets up there and he cries. And he's smart. He does remember King Richard. He goes, you know what? Love will make you do crazy things. Look, King Richard was a little crazy. I guess I'm a little crazy. Maybe, that's part of it, and he's got the Serena, nodding. Yeah, whatever. That helped. He thought on his feet there to spin it. But he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. He apologized to, the Academy, apologized to everybody in the movie, he apologized to the people he was up against for Best Actor, but not Chris Rock. Then you hear the Chris Rock apology the next day because that was written by his team, not him, my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's 100%. And I'm telling you guys, this whole thing is fake. Do you remember the reaction when Kanye ran up on Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Everybody's face, it was, what is going on? It was, pandemonium. This was not like that. I was like, oh, he just slapped him. And then they kind of roll on and everybody goes, well, he did drop the F word twice. So obviously it has to be real. I'm like, guys, these are actors that have spent millions and millions of probably hours behind a camera, on a stage, behind a microphone. Like they know how to handle one of these situations and make it sound like something that it really isn't at all.
Also, a point I'd like to make, at the end of the day, this is a guy worth $40 million slapping a guy worth $10 million. And I think it's just funny. That's all there is to it.
It is funny. And if it's a work, Will Smith is the one putting his neck out there. Chris Rock has only to gain, as you see in ticket sales.
Will Smith's albums, though, are charting like crazy right now. That's like the #1 streamed album over the weekend / this week.
So they're hot, and the average person is just talking about it and doesn't care. The people that do care are the Academy. I don't think a movie producer is going to be like, oh, I can't use Will Smith now, or I get a better price on him. I still think the price is the same. I don't think anybody's career is damaged. The question is, does the Academy take his Oscar, or do they forbid him to participate for a couple of years? That's really the only slap, because Chris Rock is not going to press charges. So,
I think
I don't know what else to say other than that.
I'll be honest with you. Had he not slapped him, I probably wouldn't have known the Oscars were even on.
I would have, but
yeah,
I'm a movie guy.
You're a movie guy. I'm a movie guy, and
Yeah.
I watched it for the show. It's because I do radio. I got that on my a little bit on Facebook and some of my social media. People are like, well, why are you watching in the first place? I'm like, dude, it's my effing job. I
You
gotta
gotta
have a point of
know
view.
in case
It's
something
gonna
like this happens.
and it's gonna come up on the show, and you got to say I watched it. I mean, I can sit there and go, I didn't watch it. It's stupid. All right, game over. If you've ever taken an improv class, nobody in the room can play off of me if I shut down.
Mhm.
I had to have seen something. I had to have some opinion, so there is a discussion. So that's my job. Everybody has what they have to do, but that's what at least I had to do. That's the only reason I was watching. If I wasn't in radio and did anything else for a living, I wouldn't have watched that shit. I didn't want to see it.
You
I
want to
don't
Dune clean up, baby? Doom
no,
forever.
I don't know any of those movies. Nothing
Oh,
I love
yeah,
ever
Dune.
wins.
Oh, Dune is also an 80s flick.
I saw the 80s movie and I thought it was so weird I couldn't watch
Oh,
the
it
new
is super
one.
weird. The 80s one is not great, but the new one is awesome.
Okay, well maybe I need to see the new one because the old
Also
one was
licorice
just
pizza. Really
weird.
like licorice pizza. But
Yeah,
I
but
digress.
that kind of covers it. I think that we had to mention it. We had to talk about it. I wanted to hear what you guys' takes were on it, but it will be interesting to see if the Academy, if they took away his Oscar, that would be funny.
Because he did, whether you are whatever side you're on, technically he did assault someone. Whether you agree with him being right for it or not, he technically did get up on stage and slap someone
At their event where they're
at their
supposed
event. Yeah.
where they're supposed to protect everyone. So it's on them what they want to do to put a stop to this kind of stuff. That's the thing. And that's where
Mhm.
everybody's angle is as comedians. Does this now open the door in any comedy club across America for somebody that's had a
I'm
few
gonna just
too
come
many
up and
beers?
slap you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we already saw this play out with Dimebag Daryl, so I don't think that that's a really great idea to allow anybody
No.
to just walk. And didn't Afro Man bitch slap that one lady that he was performing when the lady ran up on stage and grabbed him from behind and he turned like that and like dropped the woman years ago and he got canceled for it. My question is this: what is the most appropriate way to slap somebody? I'm thinking, what if Will Smith would have just leaned in, said something, that gave him like a good game little slap on the ass? Is that a fair way to get through this? Or now would
Yeah.
he be a sexual assaulter?
No, that would have been a fair way. Anything he could have done, like a little baby slap or grabbed his hand and slapped the top of his hand or even turned him and barely kicked him in the butt. Anything like that would have been laughed at funny. People would have gone, that was kind of weird, but it would have been okay. But a full on slap, can't do that. Can't. Let's talk about my birthday real quick. You guys were both there. I understand, and I haven't even talked to the people that helped set it up because we were given a very, very nice room. And I want to say thank you to the folks at Roaring Social, located in Alpharetta. We had a lot of different people come in there.
Some of which were invited, some of which were not.
Yeah, and one of the guys that wasn't invited towards the end of the night, I lit him up, and
you
said,
did?
"Look, yeah," and he since sent me a personal message that I have not returned going, "Hey, I was just in there trying to get some quiet time and I was sitting on the couch and then your wife sat down and I was just talking to her to be nice and then you come over there and just completely yell at me and kick me out and have security throw me out. You're really a nice guy." But what I saw was my wife sitting next to this guy at the end of the night when we're all torn down, especially my wife. And I kind of went, "Dude, can you just we got a little thing going on, and he looked at me like, whatever, and then leaned back in to talk to my wife. So when you disrespect me at that point, that's when I said, that's my wife. This room costs X amount of dollars. You're not invited. Get your ass out. And that's
Did you
where
slap him?
No, I didn't slap him. I didn't. But that was the only negative thing I saw other than Brett Barney was accused of walking out on a tab.
Of thievery. Our very own upstanding Brett Barney.
The biggest load of bullshit ever, because not only did I pay, my wife she had opened a tab initially, put it on our joint card, which I saw closed out. And then I closed out my tab. And then they accused me of not, when I could see it on my card. And they were like, "Hey, you need to come back." Okay, first off, I'm not coming back. I'm gone, dog. I'm gone.
Yeah, I faked a phone call to you at one point. I was like, "Here, let me call him." He says he can come back tomorrow. Is that cool?
I did suggest that I would come back tomorrow. They said, "No, you have to come back tonight." And I was like, "You have my card." Okay, first off, this is
no. They said the card machine was down.
Okay, that's not on me. When I'm a half hour away, I'm gone. I'm not turning around and coming back. That's ridiculous. And when
You
I
were
do
probably
see the
driving and involved in oral sex. I just want to say that's what I picture.
well, maybe I wasn't
where I'm
driving, and maybe I was the one oraling. Who knows? It gets weird in the Barney household. But I know this: it was charged on my card, so I wasn't really that worried about it. I don't really understand that whole thing. It was just kind of weird. I will say, that it was like Johnny's Hideaway meets a speakeasy. Is that what they're going for there?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You're exactly right. It's kind of the old nightclub vibe where you've got couches and you get bottle service, and then you've got different rooms. You've got the bowling aspect, the smaller pins, and then you got a dance floor, and you got live entertainment with Justin, who I love to death. I go way back with that guy. So I don't want to attack the venue by any means. I think these kind of things happen. I like the venue. I like the people that run it. I do think there was some miscommunication, and it's hard to realize what's going on when you're intoxicated. And with you gone, and they're saying somebody's got to pay this, I was like, I'm old school. I'm like, look, dude, I know it was my party. If your machine broke down and you're not riding herd on your people, this is where, as a waiter or a bartender, you take the hit. And you don't take the whole hit. You go to your people and you take the cost, because there's liquor cost and then there's pricing. And that's what happens. And that's what I would tell one of my servers. Somebody walks out on your tab, we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to work something out. This will make you either hold their card or hold people responsible or have security watching somebody. That's on you.
Just like, not to put it on the business, but like, I feel like sometimes you're running a bar, people are just going to walk out. You got to factor that in. Like, I don't know.
It is a thing. It is a thing.
Money hand over fist that night. I guarantee.
Here's the thing: if it was like a $500 or $1,000 or $5,000, it was like $100.
Yeah.
Most of which was just one round of shots.
No, it was 113 because that got told to me 12 times. I know exactly what it was. And then they blamed it on your wife, saying she was going nuts and buying a bunch of shots. So.
Yeah, that was not the case, but so be it, because I have all the charges and I can show anybody.
But I love that kind of drama.
They sent a detailed email to me of everything that was ordered.
They did?
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's good. Then they're on their game, so everything is fine. I just have to do a favor for my realtor buddy, who I just met because he sold the house across the street, and he's a
that
huge
guy was
fan.
Cool. I like that guy.
He was cool. He wanted to come. If I knew his realty company, I would plug him right now. You know what? Maybe I'll get back and we'll do it on another show.
If you text it to me, I can maybe throw it up on the thing.
Okay, I have the business card right over here.
You may be seeing it on the screen before you, and you just have a bunch of bickering idiots.
Brett, if anybody should go get that business card, it's you, because that dude paid your tab, walkouter.
He double paid my tab.
No, he single paid it.
Yeah,
you got a refund?
I don't know. I mean, just between you and I, with Brett gone, did she go nuts buying shots? Because she
bought some shots, but I don't think it was the same. It wouldn't have been the same amount.
Well, they said they were running separate tabs, and then she walked away, and she was doing her own thing. That girl's the one that said, come here. And she was handing out shots. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I don't think
Do you remember doing the shots of Irish whiskey before the night was over?
I sure do. That was great. I got a video of that. Maybe I'll splice that in here, but yeah, that was.
Do that. Yeah. You can show anything you want. The Jameson was flowing.
Cheers. I did too. Bottoms up. Oh, shit. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
Everybody drink. What out his drink?
J-Mo.
Oh, Jameson.
Yes, sir. Can I get a Yakima?
Yeah, come on.
Can I get a Yakima?
You're gonna get fire coming out of this mouth like a fucking dragon. I like buttery nipples, not Jameson.
Me too.
It was a good time. And then
It was
Steve
a
still
good
had a
time.
canter.
Yeah.
Not actually, but we gave him. They had these like on the wall, and we took one and gave it to Steve. And for a second, Steve was like, "Oh, it's my birthday present."
I thought it was a gift, and then I look up and it's decorative, and I'm like, y'all put that back on the shelf.
That you can see on our socials.
Yes. All right.
Team Trilogy.
Okay.
Compass.
Team Trilogy is the real estate company?
Yeah, it says Team Trilogy. Gordon Waters is his name.
Yeah, Gordon. Gordon Waters is a solid guy. I think he sells a house for a good deal, and the dude paid your tab is a nice guy. Because I remember him going, Steve, I'll handle this. And I saw him go back with the waiter, and I don't know what transpired, but I assume he paid it. And then I was told that he did, and I went, wow, that was nice.
So if you need a house sold, if you're looking to buy a house, or you need a bar tab covered, that's your guy.
That's your guy. He's a stand-up guy for guys like Brett that are basically, rookies at the bar scene and will walk out on tabs.
Yeah, exactly. The funny thing is he gave me his card when he was the first person I met. We walked in with him and his wife, and we were talking, and he goes, here, take my card, and he hands it to me, and it's his last card. I said, hey man, you don't have to hand me your last card. And he goes, as long as I don't see it in the bathroom in 5 minutes. I was like, no, I'm going to hold on to it. But
well, here we are.
Good, quick line. But yeah, he was a super nice guy. I enjoyed hanging out with him and his wife. They have the Brady Bunch family of 6 kids.
Oh, they do?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he was married before, and I think she was too.
Did he have 3 boys? And did she have 3 girls?
Oh,
For content purpose, we're going to say yes.
Yeah. I don't, in fact, don't correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't want to know.
No, if it's a 4-2, I'm not about to ruin what you did. Or God forbid it be a 5-1. No, we're going to go 3-3, baby. 3-3. That's what it is. But
can I also throw out there, this will probably lead us into our next topic. One knock I do have on the bar, and I get what they're trying to do. I get what they're trying to do.
Way to hurt a relationship. What are you going to say?
I think they're great. I had a great time.
Why was the March Madness game on the big screen in black and white?
Oh, you are going to kick yourself for this. Well, not Evan, you're not trashing it.
No.
The reason, and we talked about this on Axel and Southside on Rock 100.5. The reason is because the place is a roaring social. So it's like the 20s, the 30s, that type of thing. So it was everything in that room on the television is done in black and white because the era was black and white.
That's kind of fun. I do
wish eliminate the TVs.
What?
Get rid of TVs.
You got color anywhere else, but it's kind of cool.
I think that you need like the tube TVs. Like I think you should go all in on it. Get like, the big bubble. I don't want to be able to hear conversation over the fuzz of the TV, You
know what? I will bring that up to him, but that's why it's it's black and white. Again, Roaring Social, we highly recommend it. We highly recommend Gerald as a realtor. His
name's Gordon.
Thank you. Crap. Cut. No, you don't have to cut it. Don't cut it. I'm a real man. I make mistakes. Gordon.
Gordon. It'd be weird if you were like, oh yeah, we recommend Roger. Like, that's
it was a G word. I always get close. I always get close. All right, we're going to take a break and mention sponsors real quick. JoeBees.com. Call Joe Bees at 877-300-5632 or go online to JoeBees.com. Get your bee pollen. Pollen season is here. Have you seen the other kind of pollen all over your car and stuff? If you got allergies, take the bee pollen. OxygenFinancial.com with Ted Jenkins. He's our financial guru. Go to him if you don't know where to put your money in these crazy times. Circle285.com. They give you free quotes. Free. I want to say that again. Free quotes. If you've been with the same insurance company for 3 years, 5 years, if you messed up and you're with a lame insurance company, or you've been a good citizen for 20 years and you think you're paying too much, you are. Go to Circle 285 for a free quote. And Ridgeline Counseling, Dr. David Markwell. Love Dr. David Markwell. We're probably going to need to have him on the show at some point again. Haven't talked to him in a while. Ridgeline Counseling, 2 locations, Marietta and Blue Ridge. Go to Ridgeline Counseling, look it up, and Dave will take you in person, or he'll take you on Zoom, whichever you feel more comfortable with. Moving on with the show. Now we've covered. Are we good with this night? I mean, even though, Brett, I don't think anybody thinks you're a bad citizen. I think we all know it was a misunderstanding, and it looks like you probably paid your tab.
I did pay my tab. Otherwise, I'm going to dispute the charge. That would have been a really Brett Barney move.
Okay. And I just want to say that I'm wearing a Atlanta native shirt with a glass of, can y'all see that? It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a goofy shirt.
Cool shirt.
And Brett, I like your, Evan, I like yours. You got a collar. You're a good person. You go into work. A lot of people don't know it, but I see you at work. You do work.
I go into work, and working is, I try really hard to make it look like I'm doing stuff.
Also, I was sick last week and you covered me on the air. I want to thank you for that on Rock 100.
Oh yeah, that was really fun.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to know why Brett is wearing a purple shirt. That is what's bothering me right now, as we're about to talk about March Madness.
Why are you wearing a
purple shirt?
Yale shirt?
So
Yeah.
everybody always asks when I wear this shirt. When I went to go see my cousin play his final college football game, he played for Yale, and it was against Harvard. And I went to the Yale-Harvard game at Fenway, and it was cold as all get out because it's November. So you needed to wrap up in something. So I bought a Yale sweatshirt to wear over top, and I have a Yale beanie just so I could support some family.
All right,
That's it.
All right.
that's
What am I going to wear it one time and throw it away?
I don't know.
I don't
You
know.
just-
I just don't know why.
Everybody rocks Harvard stuff. I'm rocking Yale.
You're a Bama guy. It just feels Yale and Bama are, very different.
World.
See, that
Oh,
seems
look what it
right,
did.
right there. The
What do
shocking
you got there?
reveal.
Now
I
he's
got Bama on
Alabama.
underneath.
And I want to let everybody know this was not planned. We're not one of those little queer shows that plan stuff and like, oh my goodness, you're wearing crazy socks. Who knew? I can't believe I asked you to take off your shoe. No, this is for real. You had no idea that I was going to even ask about your shirt, comment
Yeah.
on your shirt, because I didn't know I was going to comment on it till 10 seconds before I did. And the fact that you were layered up with a Yale, I mean, Evan, that's a little brilliant.
No, this is not a work. Yeah, come on, guarantee.
Yeah,
We
come
do
on,
not do
guarantee.
bits around clothing.
Yeah, I'd be the
No,
worst for that.
We try to steer clear of that. Well done. Who knew that you had? Is there anything up under the Alabama shirt?
Oh,
That's
wait
the
till you
question.
see the third layer.
You ready?
Whoop. All right.
Oh, look
Hey
at
man, this
that.
might get taken down from YouTube if you show Nip on screen.
Hey, 'tis the season of spring break. I see what's going on down there in Miami.
Brett
Okay.
does that, and some beads just get tossed from off screen onto him.
That would be funny. We need somebody to do that. We need each one of us needs an assistant at our homes when we do this, just to toss stuff on us based on what we said.
In case you know, if we flash someone or we're juggling and need to add a fourth object to make it look extra impressive.
You know what?
Oh.
I'm gonna put it in the budget. Do you think $25 a show is good enough for somebody to stand in our homes to throw stuff on us if need be?
I bet I could find someone to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely think I could. By the way, I need to throw this one out here real quick. The mother-in-law came in town for the first time in a while, saw the new house, and obviously I had to show her the vibrator that was
Oh,
found.
of
She
course, the
was
Brett
not
Barney
as
special.
entertained as I was.
Does she
Did you
not
show
know
the-
her daughter? Her daughter, your wife is a little hot mess. She's a little like she like does little things. She's very, what's the word? She's in control of her body. She's aware of her looks.
Oh, she knows how to work it.
and the looks she gives, so I was like, so I'm not going to say sexual, but her mom has to realize that she's a little sexual, right? I
Oh,
mean, she
it's
raised
all day. It's all day.
so I see you as just a good old boy that went to Alabama, and I see you innocent of all props found in that home. That's the way I view it.
Well, okay, let's get into
I'm
March
saying that.
Madness.
I'm also saying that. I'm saying that because you're on this show. I don't want to think that anybody thinks the Yeah Come On show has perverts on it.
No,
I want them
no.
to think we're just good old boys that know how to have sex proper.
This is a
that we don't
non-secular
need.
show.
Yeah, that we don't need 32 attachments and we get weird and drip candle wax on people. We don't need that.
Hey,
Brett.
speak for yourself.
Brett loves candle wax.
Only burns for a second.
He goes to
So
Bed
much-
Bath and Beyond and is like, this is basically a sex store for me.
Pretty
I
much.
love it. And it's so much fun to pill. It reminds me of my sunburns in the 80s where I just pilled them.
Oh, honey, are you ready for a treat tonight? I brought Autumn Breeze.
Whew, it's time to smell good and burn. I like it. I like it. All right, get me into
That's a-
March Madness.
March
First
Madness.
off, the only game I know I want to watch because they did their job, they built it up, is the Tar Heels and Duke, just because it's two teams that hate each other. You got one coach retiring. Duke is a killer. They kill everybody's hopes and dreams. So I think everybody is hoping that the Tar Heels win. So that's one game I'm going to watch. What are you guys seeing?
So I think the way you got to look at this is how the season ended for Duke. Their final home game was against UNC, and UNC came in and just pants them on stage, which would have been the most epic outcome of all time. And that was Coach K's last home game with the team. I think this whole thing has been built up to be a movie script. Coach K is going to lose to his rival, go in, win in the Final Four, face either Kansas or Villanova, win the whole thing. That's why I picked Duke. They're my only team left. I mean, this was written beforehand. The refs are going to give them the game. We all know what's going to happen. This is all a script. We're living in a simulation, guys.
I don't. Wow. Okay, look, I don't think that it. I think it can be both. It can be a script thing and not be scripted, right? Because I think that the refs will do a little bit, but they can only do so much. I just think Duke is a better team in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of with Brett. But
all right, fair enough.
They got some reasons that it might be more compelling for Duke to win.
So at the end of the weekend, no matter what, Duke's in for the final. That's what you boys are telling me. No doubt.
Yeah, I think Duke's in 100%. That's probably going to be Duke, Kansas.
All right, we'll see what it is. And I just want to tell you, there's a lot we didn't get to, and there's a lot we should get to. But this is what I want to do. I want to leave you wanting more, because there's Masters talk, live guests coming on, people that have walked the Masters. I think we're going to have caddies. We're going to have people that have broadcast, people that know golfers. It's going to be a golf field fun thing. I also want to do our favorite golfing movies. And it won't just be about golf. We'll talk about the Final Four. We'll talk about other things. And God knows what Brett will or will not pay this week that we'll have to talk about.
Oh, yeah. What bets do you have? Do you have anything going on bet-wise?
I don't, but I think I got to get in and bet, man. It's just too juicy. And I think you guys have a point. I got to look at the odds and see what it is. What are the odds Duke wins? I mean, that's the fave, right?
I'm not sure right now off the top of my head. I know they're -4 against UNC, so they're 4-point favorites.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to tell you, odds probably aren't that great. It's probably like a -120 would be my odds just on this game. To win the whole thing, you're maybe going to pay out might be 1-1 at this point. I don't know. It might be even. I'd have to look at it. I hate betting on college basketball. I hate betting on basketball in general. If it's not golf, football, or baseball, I usually stick away from it.
Really?
Well, coming up next week too, we will cover joining a country club and your anniversary. When is your anniversary date? Your first anniversary, Brett?
April 10th. It is Sunday of the Masters.
Oof. All right, so we've got one more week for sure to help you with a gift idea. So if you guys have any gift idea, hit our socials. What do you get a girl that has Brett? Does she have everything, or does she need so much more? That's the question. And what kind of gift would you buy her?
Gift cards to Bed Bath & Beyond, apparently.
Yeah. And selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, we'll cover that real quickly in 1 minute. Tell me about burning your mouth on food.
This is what I was going to ask you guys, what's the one food you feel like you always burn your mouth on? I've got a swollen tongue right now because I had a burger the other day, ate half of it, heated the other half up at home, took a bite out of it, burnt my mouth. I was like, oh crap. And I started running through. I'm like, pizza rolls, pizza bagels.
I never burned my mouth on a pizza roll. We've been eating pizza rolls for long enough. We have the techniques down, right? It's not like a microwave thing. You bite a corner, you blow it off a little bit. All right, I'm getting a little Italian here. It's true. This is my people.
It's all right. You got the roots, baby.
This is right. This is my heritage. Let me pass the roots. You get the corner, you blow it off a little bit, and then you kind of just pop the rest in, and you just strategically move it around.
I agree. You take little bites. We should learn. We're like little kids. You let them burn themselves once. They have a scar they get to show people for the rest of their lives, and they don't ever do it again. Pizza, though. Pizza's mine when I microwave it, because I don't like cold pizza. So I always microwave it. I can't ever get it right. The outsides are hot as melting lava, just shit. And then the middle's cold. I haven't yet to figure it out. So I will burn myself on that. And I've never burned my tongue on coffee, but for some reason, hot cocoa gets me every time. So there you go.
So here's a quick trick for y'all that I've learned. My wife taught me this. I think it's a TikTok thing. You put a glass, like a glass, not a plastic glass, in the microwave about 2/3 full of water when you microwave your pizza, and it pulls the moisture and kind of steams it more when it heats it. So it's not as bad, and it tastes way better. The crust isn't all burnt out and everything.
Y'all have air fryers?
Oh yeah.
That's the pizza reheating machine.
Well, there you go. And my wife just gave me the signal. She has no idea I've been trying to get this show over with, but I just wanted to get one more segment in quick.
Yeah.
Am I a man that is run by his woman? No. I'm run by the schedule. The schedule is real. It's time to pick up the kids. This is the show that has children, that has marriage, and has singleness Thank you, Evan, for being a whore dog. I need somebody on the show to just randomly do things to people. But of course, you're in a relationship and you're killing me.
Again,
But-
she'll be the first to egg me on and agree with you. So
Okay, that's okay. It's okay. I like it. It is the Yeah Come On show. It was show 124. We hope you enjoy it as we head into a Final Four weekend. Of course, the Masters coming your way, and God knows what dumb crap. I could have said shit, but I don't cuss just to cuss. Crap will come your way. God bless the Yeah Come On show. God bless joebees.com. We hope you get it. Oxygenfinancial.com. Circle285.com. Get that free quote. And Ridgeline Counseling with Dr. Dave Markwell. I'm Southside Steve. That is Brett Barney, who does pay his tabs. That is Brando, otherwise known as Evan. He's Italian.
Mamma mia.
Can I get a yeah? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, come on.
Thank you.